Hey, good morning, everybody. Rory Powers, Right Line Trading. This broadcast is for demonstration and educational purposes only. I am not a licensed financial advisor. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, please consult with a licensed financial advisor. All right, good morning, everyone. Hope you had a nice evening. I woke up, my computer here is giving me a little bit of a hard time. Had to reboot. Do apologize for being late. Today is April 16th. Wednesday, hump day. If you're with us today, that's the good news. Hallelujah. You're still in the game. Let's take a quick look at Forex Factory. I'm running a little late, a little behind schedule, but we don't want any unpleasant surprises. So let's just make sure that we're not going to trade right into a major news report. Today is Wednesday. This morning we had core retail sales, and it looked like it was a really good report. I was looking at it pre-market. Retail sales increased 1.4% in March, higher than expected. At 9:45, Canada has these red folder reports. Then at 10 a.m., we've got some yellows, business inventories, the NAHB Housing Market Index, and last but not least is we have crude oil inventories at 10:30, and Canada has a BOC press conference. 9:45. We see these. I remember last week or the week prior, Canada had some economic news come out that did affect the New York Stock Exchange, the futures instruments. All right, I need to get my trade copier up. So let me do that real quick before this market opens. What happened overnight? I always like to know what the trading environment was prior to us going live today. And the overnight session, right at 8:30, when that report came out, I don't see much movement at all. If anything, it went down. The market went lower. But it looks like it's been pretty choppy. That doesn't go back very far. Let's look on a little bit of a higher time frame. This is the NASDAQ on a 20-unit Renko. And that'll take us through the London Open from 4 a.m. Had a big move up for the London Open. And now it's retracing down, filling in that gap. So let me get a trade copier going. We're going to try the power play trade this morning. And I just wanted to remind you, if you're running the power play, make sure your stop is at 60 ticks. I noticed I might have shared the template in Discord that had a 100 tick stop loss. We don't want to be one and done on the losing end. On the winning end, yes, not on the losing end. So my trade copier, I'm not going to build a template. I put it on a daily, and we're just going to load 10 days. And good morning, good morning, Edward. The Dukester's here. SLR sounds like relaxation. Good morning. Rao, good morning. Walter, Dr. Ken, good morning. God bless you too. Scott, good morning. Suzanne, good morning. Tom, nice to see everybody. Thanks for joining me today. Boy, oh boy. Ninjas always has a surprise for us, doesn't it? Never a dull moment. Bear with me while I get my trade copier set up. This daily chart that I'm just loading 10 days on is loading like something's wrong. 18,582. Oh my goodness, this is way off. Oh, man almighty. This is way off. Okay. A couple banana peels here we're stepping on. Couple banana peels this morning. Let me try to get this lag under control. Let's try the ES. I don't know why it won't load a daily chart with 10 days with nothing on it. It should come right up. No delay. Okay, that time it did. Today at 12 o'clock noon, Charles is going to be doing a live training in our Discord chat. If you have some questions, if you're new, I highly recommend it. Charles is very proficient with the software. So this trade copier loads on my chart just like an indicator. And I'm able to select my leader account. We're going to put it on the power play. And I'm going to put on my PAs. Okay. Now I'm just trying to get my lag out of under control. I'm really sorry about this. I rebooted my computer at the last minute. And I've got this crazy amount of lag for no reason. So let me disable all of my NASDAQ. And if you guys are, if anyone's available this afternoon, I'm going to be on the Investors Summit today, the Easter special event. And that's going to be at 3:45 p.m. Eastern. And I'm going to put a link in the chat box. The market already opened, and I'm still slipping on banana peels here. Find my power play. Here it is. All right. Starting to come way down. Okay, now I'm good to trade. The power play just took a trade. Let's take a look. A lot like yesterday, very choppy. We see our 20 Unirenko is bouncing around the 50. So I don't have a really clear alignment here. Now we're headed up. We're going to wait until this chop goes away. Let's be patient. We're we've got upside resistance. It looks like it has some buying pressure. It just can't break through that area of resistance. So we've got a lot of sideways action that we don't want to get into. Let's wait for it to find a direction. The power play jumped in long. Caught the pop. Nice entry, huh? Well, I didn't see that coming. 20U is starting to break above the 50. It's chopping around pretty good, though. I don't need this candlestick pattern. I can't see. Oh, look at that. It's in the profit. Bam. Got it. Let's go. Let's turn it on here. Let's get this move up. Pop to the upside. Let's go. Pop on in. Nope. Got some good buying pressure. It's very close to popping us in, I could tell. Oh, man, I thought it was going to go. We've got alignment of trend on our 20U and our 30 range. It's just chopping around pretty good right now. We've got it enabled. We're looking for a long entry. Let's turn it off for a moment. No, we don't have to. It's automated. So let's leave it enabled. Got a good pullback there. Let's see if we get a pop up to the upside. That upside support. Upside resistance is preventing the trigger. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Man, didn't get in. I'll answer your question in just a second, SLR. Mukhtar, good morning. Oceans K9, the dog trainer's here. Welcome. Oh, it's almost broke through. Do we want? Okay, good. Come back up. I don't know if I want a short entry right here. Well, the 20U is right on the 50. That's the scary part. Yep, it just popped us in long. We're in this trade. Let's see if we can get it into our profit window. We're headed right into resistance. I'm going to put it right below resistance, our profit target. Oh no, don't come back. Don't come back. Pop up to the upside. Let's go. Come on, pop up to the upside. Like yesterday, we're in another nail biter. Hmm. Come on up. Come on up. Break through there. Come on. Break up through there. Get up there. Get in our profit window. Oh, that was close. Come on up. Get on up there. Get in our profit window. Looks just like yesterday, huh? I'm out on my PAs. I'll take it. I chickened out. Bam. And it got a full winner. All right. I kind of bailed out early on the PAs, but that's okay. I'm just so close. I was a little nervous. Let's see if we can get another entry on the evals. I'm going to take off the PAs. I got my profit window, my profit target. And that's all we look for. We just want itty bitty gains. We're not trying to break the bank. I'll take one more on my evals. You know what? I think I'm good on my evals too. I chickened out, closed out of my PA accounts a little early, but the trade worked. All the PAs are on 200, 200, and 300. So $700 across three PA accounts. And the evals all hit 430. Got some slippage on the exit. All right, Suzanne. Congrats. Nice Duke. The Dukester. Boy, that one was a real nail biter, just like yesterday. It's nothing's easy. Let me tell you, they're really making us earn it. We're not trying to break the bank. We just look for itty bitty gains each day. We don't want to. We don't want to break the bank. We want to hit singles, base hits with a high winning percentage. A high winning percentage. Stay away from the drawdowns. So let's get these other strategies enabled now that we got that trade. Let's go to our strategies tab. Let me see if I can get some of these the iBots. The iBots are in the game. They're not doing as well in this choppy market, but let's keep letting them trade. 30 ranges. Let's put Steven on. Nice. Eckert. Um, that's right at my profit goal. I personally I wouldn't let it run again, but it's up to you. It's a choppy environment. You're 2 for 2. You're on a winning streak. Why not just keep the profits and do it again tomorrow? I don't like to give back winning when I don't like to give back the $200 or $300 that I've made. I'll be satisfied with it. When we get greedy is when we get in trouble. Steven caught a short. The power play hit its profit goal for the day. My profit goal is 3 to 500. Had we continued to trade it or trade it right from the open without any intervention whatsoever, the strategy's up 640 right now. Make sure that in the strategy parameters you take off that risk. What I'm talking about, let me just show you. That's it, Eckert. Done for the day. You're on a winning streak now. That's it. And tomorrow we'll make it 3 in a row. You're starting to find your rhythm now. So what I'm referring to is this is very important. Is on the power play strategy that I shared in Discord. I'm going to try to enable these 20 U's because they're really doing well. This power play strategy, this is important. First, I'm going to make sure I'm not in an open position, which I'm not, or my unrealized gains would be moving. I'm going to disable it, and I'm going to right click on it and select Edit Strategy. And what I'm going to go down to is my trade management. The template that I shared in Discord had 100 tick stop. I don't want to risk 100 ticks because the reason I don't want to do it is if I take one loser, that's $500 and that's my limit. But if I lose 300, I can give it one shot to come back. I'd hate to lose 600 for the day, especially closing winning trades early like I did today, which isn't a good practice. But I really highly recommend moving your stop to 60 ticks. This way you're only risking $300 on the move. You have the potential to make 500, and we've got that great profit window. Greatest thing in the world, this profit window. That profit window, once this trade comes within 25 ticks, that's what the profit target window is, 25 ticks. When I'm within 25 ticks of my profit target or plus 75, my stop moves to plus 50. Right? So my stop is 25 ticks below price, and my profit target is 25 ticks above price. My risk to reward ratio is equal. I'm not risking more than I have the potential to make. So at that point, I'm either going to make 250 or 500. This week, this trade's giving us some heat. We haven't really seen much heat on these entries for a long time. This week we're getting some heat on these entries, but the 60 ticks held up, yesterday and today. Yes, You know, you always hear there's an old saying, and I never like to say it. It's a gentleman's name. Um, it says, "Don't be a for a tick." It rhymes with tick, and that profit window is really the reason why um, we made it is because we don't want to be that name over a tick. If you're within a few ticks of your profit target, why have your stop down in right field? You can only make 5 or 10 more ticks, but we're risking 100 with our stop way out of the ballpark. So if we come within a certain distance to our profit target, we have that profit window that assures us that we're not going to give back more than we have the potential to win. So it's don't be a blank over a tick is the logic behind that profit window. Really makes a lot of sense. That 20 Unarenko on the Mack truck continues to do extremely well. I want to make sure all my strategies are enabled. All my iBots are enabled. Yes. My Volkswagen, Sim Volkswagen is enabled. Let's see what trades we're in. We're in the 24U on the iBot. Here we go. We're catching this big move down. I think it's those last strategies I just enabled. These sim ones. Okay, now my lag's gone. Tony C. To control see, this was the tick that I was just referring to. See where our stop is? Now, if that thing came all the way back, we wouldn't be able to sleep tonight. Carol, the way you do that is if you right click on your control center and go to properties. And when properties comes up, what you're going to do is you're going to go to grid font and point that arrow down. And you can make it bold and you can increase the font size. So it's right click, control panel, properties, and it's this grid font. Bold it and increase the size. iBot 16U. So I want to put a link in the room for today's presentation at 3:45. Now we're in a confirmed trend to the downside. We've got our 20 Unarenko way below the 50, 15 below the 50, both down, sloping down. So we're looking for short entries, obviously, on our 30 range. Let's take a look at the E-mini. The ES4U is in a trade. Tony C. We had a Tony L come aboard this morning. Tony, if you're here, or if that's you, welcome. Big training session this morning. Ooh, iBot jumped right back in. Now, the iBot, those are the bots that are streaming data from the stock market. And they look for a disparity between buyers and sellers. When it picks up that disparity, it's going to jump in and ride the trend that institutional money is creating. Mine did too today, Carol. Funny you mentioned that. To bring it back, what you would want to do is you would want to go to your control center and select New Market Analyzer. Go to New Market Analyzer. And what's going to happen is this Market Analyzer is going to pop up. And you're going to right click on it and select Templates, Load. That's your path right there. Templates, Load. And then you're going to load that NS lag NS template. When it loads, you're going to have to remove the 2 rows that come up because they're from old. I have to fix this. Just remove those rows because they're out of date. And after you remove those 2 rows, then if you right click again, you can add the ES and NQ and you'll have it back. Oh, shoot. Sorry. But we look to make $300 to $500 per day. And we let the strategies, we have our power play trade of the day. And we've really done extremely well. Over the last 3 or 4 months, we've got about an 80% win rate. I kid you not. And on our leaderboard, we still got the Mack truck and Steven. Steven is working his way up. Mr. Stephen A., a member of our community, Stephen A. Shared that beautiful template with us. Oh, you're the Ocean's K9 dog training. No kidding, Tony. Oh, that's amazing. I love those K9s, man. They're awesome. Real heroes, those K9s. They do incredible work. The power play. Let's take a look at the 8U Steven. Hold on just a moment. Okay, sorry about that. This trade is starting to mature to the downside. Our ES4U looks like it's on the wrong end of it. Latest ROT tool not compatible. I did tell you, Carol. I'll do it again. Oh, our 30 star is in. Short. The 30 stars in the right one. The ES30 range. Sim Volkswagen's in. Short. Carol, the way you do it, the way you bring it back is you're going to come to your control center and you're going to select new. New market analyzer. And when the market analyzer comes up, it's going to look just like this. You're going to right click and go to templates, load. Right click, go to templates, load. And when the templates come up, you're going to select the one that has the lag NS on it. And load it. Now, I think I shared it with you. It has these outdated contracts. Just right click on it and remove the row. The December, right click, remove the row. And now we're going to right click and we're going to add the current contract months. Okay, and that'll give you back your lagometer, I like to call it. Great. Wow, that's the first I heard of that. I haven't, I've been too scared to update to the new version of Ninja, but I haven't heard anything about the tool not being compatible. Um, if you could send me some kind of screenshot or something of what it's doing. I could look at my Tony C. I can look at my accounts on my accounts tab. I could see that my this eval is up 430. This eval is up 430. This eval is up 425. My PA, you can look under your accounts. Your PA, my PA accounts are 300, 200, and 200. So I like to, this is my leaderboard. We call this our leaderboard. And the way we make the leaderboard, does this mean all of my bots are profitable? No. I've put the winning bots to the top. Those are the ones that I'm focused on. If I select a bot to copy to my live account, I wouldn't want to copy a bot that's losing. It wouldn't make much sense. Right, Tony? If I scroll to the bottom, you'll see the losers. These are the ones I'm staying away from. I want to copy the ones up here, the winners. It's not going to guarantee me a winning trade, but I like my chances. I like my chances a lot better on one that's getting crushed. Okay, thanks, Ralph. Yeah, what we've managed to do, Let me see. Today's the 16th. See where this puts us. It's a treacherous environment today. I could tell with the leaderboard looking the way it is now. Normally, I'd have 20 or 30 strategies in the green. Today, it's a handful. So to stop now at $200 or $300, I think was the right decision, Eckert. But let's take a look. Let's go back to January 15th. And bam, we broke the 25,000 mark. Now we're up to 26. Excuse me, sorry. This is the balance of these PA accounts. You can see I'm at now the profit goal on a $150,000 account is 9,000. I've got this one at 158.9. So I'm under $100 to go. When I hit it, I'm really not going to request a payout immediately. I want to build it up even higher. This way, my trailing threshold stops at 150,000. So I'll have $9,000 of cushion. And anything above that gives me some extra wiggle room. So I'm $100 away on this one. I'm about $323 away on this one. And this 300,000 account is a really tremendous profit goal. I have to make $20,000 on that account. So it's at 308. I've got $11,000 or $12,000 to go. But that's been doing it $250 to $500 a day and stopping, whether I win it or lose it. And we've been able to put up this beautiful equity curve. This is a monthly. If I go to the weekly, you'll see how consistent we've been. It's just incredible. There's 1 week that we were in the red. I lost $900 across all 3 PA accounts. But Dr. Ken told me, keep your head up. Don't let it bother you. And we came back, and we've been right. The trajectory is headed right back up. So we've really strung together some really great numbers over the course of the last 3 months. And we've been doing it a little bitty bit at a time. There's a country music song called Little Bitty. And that's what we're looking for, a little bitty profit. Not that, probably 99%, Bill. I think there was a day or two that I took an ES trade. But probably 95% of those trades are all power play trades. All right, I want to put the link. There's Steven. Beautiful entry. Let's see where our 20U is. Just out of curiosity. It just broke above the just broke. This is the 20U. It just broke above the 50. So we're in alignment here on this long move. Let me put the link in for today at 3:45. I have to put it on a notepad first, or it doesn't come up right. Okay, here it comes. It's at 3:45 Eastern Time. They've got an investor summit that's going on really all day today. Um, my presentation is at 3:45, and I'm going to be going over the iBots and the AI Auto Trader. And if you can't make it live, still register because you'll be guaranteed to get the replay. Excuse me for just a moment. I'm just going to run to the restroom. Okay, I'm back. Okay, Tony. Little bitty. We just want a little bitty piece of that pie. And coming up behind me is Mr. David Wise. If you trade options or stocks or options, happens to be a brilliant trader. Really has become my mentor with trading. Was Mark Sachs, who retired, but now David really helps me out a lot. In fact, I have a really great ebook. If you haven't read it, it's the most common mistakes made by traders. Whether you trade futures, stocks, options, cryptocurrency, forex pairs, it makes no difference. It's all the same thing. We all make the same mistakes. I'm going to put a link in for his free ebook. And it also gives you the opportunity to take a 2-week free trial. Let me see. So this Friday, just a little bit of scheduling, we're going to be closed. The stock market's closed. It's Good Friday. It's a great Friday. And we've got Easter Sunday. Hallelujah. Ay, ay, ay. I'm going to have to use my other browser to get that page for you. Really sorry about that. I want to give you access to this link. These are the most common mistakes, and it's really helpful to be aware of them. Really helpful. Most common mistakes. Let me put it on a notepad first. All right. There's the link for the most common mistakes. Check out those common mistakes. I think about them almost every day because it's so true. He really hit the nail on the head with it. Getting a pop to the downside here. See if we can break through this support. It's always nice to be on the sideline and you hit your profit limit. You hit your profit goal for the day. And don't forget, today at 12 o'clock is Charles's live training in our Discord chat. In the Discord chat, at probably about 11:45 or 11:30 in the general chat, he'll post the instructions. Oh, he already has, excuse me. Here's the recording of last week's customer training. And he gives you instructions on how to join them. Click again on the general link to view. Then once I start, here you have to click on the voice channels on the bottom. General. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. But that's how you would connect in. The instructions are right here in the general chat channel. And that's going to be at 12 p.m. Eastern. And you can actually unmute yourself and get in on the conversation. It's not just a one-way conversation. We really want you to participate. I got this sunburn. I went fishing on Sunday, and I'm peeling. It's pretty itchy. Oh, thank you, Carol. Really appreciate that. If you would, please like our video here on YouTube today. We got a lot of members following on along with us on this power play, and I hope we all get some really nice payouts, and it makes a difference. When you like our channel or you put some comments in, it gives us some traction here. It gets some new eyes on our products and services. So any interaction that you make, we really appreciate. Today is the 8th annual Easter Special Investor Summit. I'm going to be on at 3:45 p.m. Eastern. And as soon as I'm done with this live stream, thank you, Carol. ES24. Oh, the Mack truck. Let's go to the Mack truck. That's our leader. That's our number one strategy. Mack truck is that's the 20U. That's a big bar, a big bar. You don't want to get caught up in the whipsaw. That 20U, very much like a 30 range on the E-mini. It's a slow mover. It doesn't get caught up in the whipsaw. If this matures a little further towards our profit target, you'll see my stop jump up and lock in some profits. And it'll jump up again in my profit window. So we've got some really clever ways to, if you don't get the full excursion, to still lock in profits along the way. The bots are, we've got a pretty diversified portfolio of strategies. We're trading the most liquid instruments, futures instruments. I want to emphasize. The system runs on NinjaTrader 8. Once the strategies are enabled, the system executes and manages the trade for you. It also has a semi-automated component where once the trade is executed, your stop, right down here's my stop, and your profit target is projected on the chart. At any time, I could drag my stop up or I can give it more room and move it down. I always have that flexibility. Actually, the stop just moved automatically as I did that. It looks like it went to break even. So now you've got no risk on the trade with the potential to make a really nice profit. Wow, there we go. We just locked in another leg right there. My stop just automatically moved up again. And now it's an equal distance behind price to my profit target. That's the profit window. So I'm going to make 500 or 1,000. 500 or 1,000. There's nothing to prevent you from squeezing your stop if you wanted. That's kind of my sickness, is I like to squeeze my stop and bail out of trades early. That's why I can't trade on a discretionary basis. I'm a terrible trader. This system has really changed the entire trajectory of my trading. But when I see that I'm that close to my profit target, I always squeeze it. I mean, there's no reason not to. But there's $3,000 on that Mack truck. Let's take a look and see what it's done this week. We love to have this leaderboard. It told us right from when we started this live stream that 20 Unarenko was at top of my leaderboard. It's not, listen, it's not 100% science, but it makes a lot more sense to concentrate on the ones doing well than the ones on the bottom that are getting crushed. So we're going to be closed Friday for Good Friday. So tomorrow is kind of like our early Friday. You got the same sickness? It really is a sickness. I just heard the summit start. Um, Let me see what I'm looking for. Oh, I'm trying to see how the Mack truck is doing this week. So the 13th to the 16th, 13th was, no, April 14th to the 16th. The Mack truck. It's for the week. It's up $1,400 for the week. 1377. So it was actually in the red. Let's see let's see how the bot is doing. The drone trades 24/7, and it tells the bot when the most profitable times to trade are. So let's check out the Mack truck bot. Mack truck bot. It's a mouthful. I don't see it on here. Mack truck drone. This MES. Look at the MES, the micro E-mini. The PA account template is up $1,000 this week. Just trading micros. $422 drawdown. That MES 30 range was designed specifically to trade funded accounts. The risk is minimal, and it doesn't take huge drawdowns. Um, no, that's a good question, SLR. It's important to know that when you go to your strategies, in the strategy parameters, and Charles is going to go over a lot of this today, but in your strategy parameters, you'll see that there's trading times, trading hours, and you can add up to 3 different trading hour sessions. This is hard coded in Eastern time. So if you're in California, you would still put them on Eastern time. You wouldn't make the adjustment for your time zone that you're in. So if you wanted to trade it to market open, regardless of where you are in the world, you would put this at 9:30 because it's hard coded for Eastern time. So regardless of where you are in the world, 9:30 a.m. is when the market opens. So you do not have to adjust the time zones. We've got a holiday week with Good Friday and Easter coming up. We're going to go over the leaderboard, the results for today in just a moment. My Steven bot is up 1,300 for the week. Steven Drone is up 2,400. So I like to do a time analysis and look at the half hour of the day on the entry time, and it tells you when this bot does the best. And you can see it at 8:30 to 10 o'clock, mainly the 8:30 a.m. window. That's the time when the economic news reports come out, most of the time, 8:30. So this bot that runs on the 8-unit Renko on the NASDAQ thrives during those news reports. So if you were looking for a strategy to trade the news reports, that would be the one. That would be a good option. Also, you know what? The ES30 range loves those reports. Didn't love it too much this week. Not at all this week. How do you calculate the leaderboard results at the end of the day? At the end of the day, when I go to my accounts, my leaderboard is going to be right here. It's already calculated. It shows me the exact P&L for that strategy for that day. If I want a little bit of a further back, a look back, I go to my trade performance. This is such a important tool to use. A lot of people ask me, they say, there's so many bots. How do I know which one to trade? Well, we like to make our decisions based on the performance, based on the data. We might have our personal favorites or the ones we think will do the best, but we like to make our decisions based on the data. And we could do that by using this trade performance metric. If we look back for the month of April to today and we generate it, we can go through each individual bot and see how they've performed. My crude oil 1-day pass got crushed in April. So what that would tell me here is to stay away from it. Don't trade it on your live account because it's getting crushed. There's no way in the world I would want to trade this on a live account looking at how it's done. So I would quickly move on to the next one. And I would find one that I'm getting good results on. And I'll also hone in on when I'm getting those good results. Here's one on the Mack Truck Bot. This is the one I was looking for, actually. Does really well at 2:30 in the morning or the market open at 9:30. So you can see how efficient the output is on the bot. If you were going to set it and forget it, a good idea would be to trade the bot because the bot self-optimizes its own inputs. It's only going to trade the most profitable sessions of the day, and it's going to adjust the position of its stop and profit targets based on the average true range of the market. So the bot for set it and forget it is the way to go. If you're right in front of your computer and you want to trade it now, then I would go with the drone. I would, do my due diligence and know which ones to trade, or take it right off my leaderboard. But if I want to take trades right now while I'm in front of my computer, I want to go with the drone. This way I'll know if everything sets up perfectly, it's going to go. It's going to take the trade. So the trade performance metric is really a huge asset. Here's the SimVW. In April, this strategy's up just under $9,000. That's the strategy that runs on the ES30 range. If we do the time analysis on it, from 10:30, you wouldn't want to start trading this until about 10:30. But from 10:30 to lunchtime, it's been smoking it. It's been doing phenomenal. $8,000 for the month so far. So this trade performance gives us the ability to do an in-depth look at the leaderboard. This is a leaderboard that, has a further look back than just today's session. Hey, good morning, Unc. I think it's 9,000 last time I looked, Unc. I'll look again, though, real quick. I could be wrong. Wasn't in a big rush to get a payout because I really want to build it up. But let me take a quick look. I think my profit goal is 9,000, though. Maybe that was for the evaluation. Yeah, the profit goal is 9,000 on the eval. I'll have to read into it for the payouts. I assumed it was the same. Gotcha. Thank you for letting me know. I'm going to learn more about it. It's new territory for me, to be honest. Gotcha. It was a or question when you post on Discord. How do you calculate the leaderboard results? Oh, when you post on Discord. I let them run right into the end of the session. What I do is I just take a screenshot. These have been running since last night at 6 p.m. Eastern, the whole session. So what I do, it's very simple. I just go to my snipping tool and I take a screenshot of it on my snipping tool. I just copy them right off here, and then I'll paste that right into the Discord. So this is the P&L of when they've been running since the profit and loss since they've been running at 6 p.m. the previous day. All right. All right. Well, you got me excited now, Ankh. I can't wait to learn. But I'd rather not know. I don't want to pull money out. I just want to keep building it up. I want to get room. I've got a lifetime license with it, so I'm not in a rush. And my wife, she's got a good job. I'm just kidding. She does have a good job, though. Um, amen. Thank God. Okay, so let's go over the leaderboard. I mentioned the 20U Mack truck. Another stellar day. ES4U came back. The ES4U. Let's take a look at the IBOT. Number 2 on our leaderboard. IBOT ES4U. Here it is. The Steven bot. 8 Unirenko. IBOT 24U up 781. Our power play hit the profit goal. Up 640. I took all my Apex accounts are off the power play strategy. It worked really well. Really happy with the way it worked today and yesterday. It worked perfect. Sergio's just a brilliant guy. In fact, what we're doing is we're opening up the inputs of that, so to speak. I'll show you what I mean. Right now, on the power play, the setting is right here. But what he's going to do, right now it's hard-coded to look at the 20 Unirenko. What he's going to do is open this up and kind of make it a multi-time frame assessment that you can make on any data series, not just on the 20 Unirenko. You could have it look, and it'll have very similar to your data series here. It'll have a drop-down that you could select what bar type and time frame you want that look back to, you want that correlation to be on. And that power play will have a multi-time frame alignment of trend on the data series that you select here in the power play and the one that's running on your strategy. So there'll have to be an alignment. And what I mean by alignment is for a long trade on both time frames, price would have to be above the 50. For a short entry on both time frames, they'd have to be below the 50. So that is going to be coming out very soon. I read Anka, you got different in my mind. All right, last trade of the day. Here we go. We're in on the Mack truck. We're in for you, IBOT. This is for all the marbles. They're both in long. Boom, look at that move up. Beautiful. Boom, it's in our profit window on the E-mini. Boy, this thing could go all the way on the Mack truck. All right, the ES is out. It's at 1575. And our AI NQ Mack truck is going to easily win the day. Don't forget to join us today at 3:45. 3:45 at the Investor Summit. I hear it going on in the background. They've already kicked off and started. I'm up at 3:45. And with the long weekend coming, we'll have a little fun today and we'll do a special offer. I'm going to get with Mark Miller right after this and do some arm twisting. Mark's a great guy, a visionary. Just love him. I'm going to look it up, Hank, as soon as I'm done with my arm twisting session. Low volume. Low volume. Very strange that this is happening. He is, Rao. He is busy, yes. All right, everybody. Looks like I froze up here for a second. I want to thank everyone for joining me today. The Mack truck is still in the trade, but my chart went to sleep on me. So I guess this is the perfect time to call it a day. Please don't forget to like my video. And today at 3:45, come join us on the 8th annual Easter Investor Summit. Investor Summit today at 3:45. We're gonna be back tomorrow, God willing. Same time, same channel. And tomorrow is our Friday, really, because of the shortened week with Easter. So have a blessed rest of your day, and we will see you tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. So long. Thank you, Ralph. Send me that screenshot, Ralph. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you.